Hey guys, what's going on? As the title suggested, we're talking TSS today. I want to make a quick video. I went through, took me a couple weeks to kind of get these TSS rounds figured out, but I got them figured out. We went and shot a bunch of coyotes at range with them, and they are the only thing I'm going to be using with a shotgun going forward. Pattern testing was amazing. Lethality, we shot a coyote at 98 yards through a bush, one shot, dead. The stuff is awesome. And the other thing is that it's not hard to get to reload. It's not. You don't need all fancy equipment and components. There's a couple things you need to get, and from there you're set. So there's not a lot of information out there. I wanted to just kind of put some generalities out, what worked for me, and let you guys go from there. I want to put a caveat here. This is not reloading information. You can use the information I have, but at your own discretion. I'm not an expert on this, so please do your own load data, figure it out yourself. Do not use my information as the end-all be-all. I'm just doing this myself. So here we go. Let's get to it. Here's everything you need component-wise. All right, you need a 2 3/4 shell. The brass height does not matter. Brass, high brass, whatever. You're just paying for extra brass. It does not affect the pressure of what you can and cannot shoot. 2 3/4. You do not need a 3-inch shell. With the TSS, it's dense enough. I can put 1.6 ounces, which is 107 BBs, a number 3 shot, into this, and it performs well. And that means you can fit that many more shells, maybe another shell in your shotgun. Some form of powder. I'm using long shot. You can use a number of variations. I just found this to be kind of what's readily available and what people are finding to work out there. So long shot, what I'm using, use 27 grains is what my load is right now. Next thing is a gas seal. Now again, all the rest of these components are dependent on the load that you have and what wad you use, how much shot you're using. All the other number of variations, and you have to make sure that it all comes out to give you a finished height so that you can roll crimp the shell. That's the key. So you have to find the right components that'll work. Again, this is just what has worked for me. So I use a gas seal that just brings my height up a little bit over the powder. So that goes down over the powder. Next, you're going to have a wad. This is a 35 millimeter TPS wad I got from Ballistic Products. Most of the stuff here is from Ballistic Products. The wad is just the right size in order to put 1.6 ounces of TSS number 3 inside there. By doing so, it falls short just a little bit on the line here, but this is the shortest wad I could find. So to account for that, you've got these nitro cards. So these nitro cards, these are 20 gauge nitro cards. They're essentially just a filler that goes inside of the wad. It takes up some space so that your finished height on the shot comes up to the top of the wad there. So once you've got the filler in place, you got 1.6 ounces of TSS. This here is 5 pounds of number 3 shot. This is what 5 pounds looks like. That is over $200 of shot. But again, that's half. You're going to save half as much per shot by buying it yourself and loading it yourself. So that goes inside your wad. You then take your overshot card is the next component. So everything is now inside the shot shell. You're going to put your overshot card in there, and then it'll give you a finished elevation, just a 1/4 inch to 5/8 of an inch, or to 3/8 of an inch or so low here. And you'll use one of the first components that you're going to have to buy is this roll crimper. So it can go right inside a hand drill. It doesn't have to go in a drill press. I first bought this single roll pin. You can see inside there's a single roll pin. Over here on the drill press is a double roll pin. So there's 2 on top pins in there. Just gives you a more balanced approach to it. And the other thing is a little vise, essentially, that you put your shell in there, and then you push this up and it holds it in place so that it doesn't spin and rotate on you when this thing comes down. So again, you don't have to have a drill press. Now that I've figured out that this is all going to work, I'm going to use one because I'm going to load 100 shells of this stuff because it is amazing. All right, so that is it. You literally put all the components together and run a drill on it, and you're done. You got a 2 3/4 inch shell, 1.6 ounces TSS going. I had it chronoed at 1,250 feet per second. I might bump it up, see if we can get a little more velocity out of it. I think we should be able to, but I'm trying to be cautious as far as just safety wise right now. So that's what I'm using. It works. Again, 98 yards. It wasn't a fluke. That was one of the coyotes. We shot another one at 70 running, rolled it. Another one at 70 through a bush, running away. 70 yards running away through a bush, and it dropped. Now it didn't die, but I put another one in it, and it did die. So it anchored a coyote 70 yards running away through a bush. As you know, coyotes running away with a shotgun are like the worst. Any coyote running away with a shotgun, all you're trying to do is anchor it. And at 70 yards, I was able to do that. I'm pretty confident, seeing what I saw on that trip, that had it been any closer and not through a bush, it would have just been done and rolled up. So just wanted to get my public notice out here. TSS is amazing. Try it. You can save money by doing it yourself, and it's not that hard. It is a little tedious because you are putting these BBs in by hand, your hand dumping them into a measuring device, whatever you may be using to get that 1.6, but 107 BBs is what it comes out to, and just works perfect. So super easy. These are pre-primed shells, by the way. I don't think I went over that, but I'm not saving them. It's enough. I hardly save just brass when I'm out coyote hunting. It's cheap enough. The main expense is your shot. It's like 95% of the expense of the shot shell. So I would not worry about these. I just let them lie or pick them up, make sure you're not littering. That's it, guys. Hopefully this helped you out. I'll run through a quick kind of assembly line of how I do it, and hopefully it helped you out. Stay tuned.